And then boom! Hey everybody, it's me, San Martin. And then yes, I still got a little bit of energy at this time of night. We are live. We are here in the studio still, and we got something to talk about. But it's actually a really cool thing to talk about. But I really do want you guys to hang out and just wait for it. Let me go ahead and get this started. And I do it like okay, guys. So, one of the cool things about my job, I get to find a lot of things that is happening in our community and things that are actually popping up and doing things in our community. And this story came from somebody that I did not expect. So shout out to Keith over at Snap Fitness. You are amazing, man, to go ahead and put this together and also believe in this man for the things that he's doing for our community and for people that have been just like him. But without further ado, tell everybody who you are, what makes you famous.
Definitely not famous. My name is Robert Altmanshofer. I'm a radiologic technologist at YRMC. I spend most of my time in the operating room. And 5 years ago, when I graduated from Yavapai, I started a scholarship for radiology students. And this year we went ahead and we pulled out all the stops and we started an endowment scholarship, which means all the money that we raise is going to go into an endowment fund, and it will generate interest year after year and pay out scholarships every year for year after year after year. And so far, we're a little over halfway to our fundraising goals, and we're trying to get more people to join the team, more people to come on board, and you're helping us out, so I really appreciate it.
So the goal is, okay, we want to reach $30,000, but at the same time, we shouldn't just end it there. We should go far and beyond this. Currently, we are close to what, 18,000?
We are right under $18,000 right now.
What is the time frame that you have currently right now that you want to go ahead and just actually literally get this thing done? Because obviously you have to put a timestamp on this, and this is huge. I mean, this is a big deal.
Right. So right now, our deadline currently is December 6th. That's the day that we chose to end this. And so far, we've got a ton of support, and it's been kind of overwhelming for me to have the amount of support that we've had. People are just jumping on board left and right. And I think currently we have, 25 or 26 supporters right now. And
I have it on the screen right there. And if you want to go ahead and just say that you have 28 supporters.
28 supporters, my bad.
28 supporters. And I mean, this is something that is pretty special to you. Why don't you tell a little bit about why it's very special to you?
So the whole reason this whole thing is really special to me is that when I was a student, I received 3 scholarships at Yavapai. One of them was a full ride scholarship from the Jewish Community Foundation, and that paid for my entire program, my entire X-ray program. And what that did for me was, I mean, obviously there's the financial aspect of it. It allowed me to just really focus in on school and dedicate myself completely to my studies, to my clinical hours, to what I was trying to accomplish. But number 2, it made me want to work even harder because I went, oh my gosh, there's these people that I don't even know. They don't know me. I wrote an essay to apply for these scholarships, and I was chosen to get them. And so I felt like I had these people that I didn't want to let down, and I wanted to complete the mission to graduate and do as well as I could through the program. And I remember exactly when it came to mind. I was leaving a clinical site one day at East Campus, and I just had this thought. I went, I've got these scholarships, and it's put me in a place that I never imagined I would be, and I want to do the same thing. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I want to do the same thing. I want to start a scholarship. And so that year, I went and talked to Paul at the Yavapai College Foundation. I said, I've got some money. I want to start a scholarship. What do I do? Seems weird. I've never seen myself in this position. And he was like, great. And they worked with me. They set it all up. And I made a commitment to them. I said, every year that I have this going, I want to make it bigger and bigger and bigger. So the first one was in 2017. And this one now being 2021, kind of the natural evolution was to go towards an endowment. Last year, we raised over $6,000 in less than 30 days. and that went to 2 students. It went to Jeremiah and it went to Jessica, and that was really overwhelming to me that many people jumped on board for this cause to support these local healthcare students. And this year I went, I want to go to the next step, and the next step was the endowment.
Dude, that is so amazing. And you think he's kidding. He's not kidding. And the reason why he's not kidding, because we actually have Jeremiah right here. Come on over here, Jeremiah. Have a seat, my friend. Okay, so this is going to be one of those podcasts where we're just like, oh my God, well, actually vlogcast. So ultimately, guys, you are going to be put on a position, and tell everybody who you are and how this actually helped you in your career.
Yeah, my name's Jeremiah Bloomstein. I just recently graduated from Yavapai College at the Radiologic Technology program. Graduated in May. Started working with Robert at YRMC in June. I obviously received the scholarship last year, and it's been a huge thing for me. I mean, like Robert was talking about earlier, it just allowed me to be able to focus on school. And, towards the end of the program, I was kind of running out of money, and I was probably going to have to start getting a job on the weekends to pay for it. And because I got this scholarship, I didn't have to do that. So I was able to just focus on my studies, focus on passing my boards. And it was a huge thing for me and for my family.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So this doesn't stop here. We also have Jessica in the house. Jessica, come on in here and let's tell everybody what it did for you or what it's doing for you.
Hello.
Hello.
I fit.
and everybody, this is Jessica. Jessica, tell everybody exactly what it's doing for you and what are you doing with it?
So I actually want to start off with the day that I got my scholarship, because I remember that very vividly. It was the day that I moved to Prescott, specifically for the radiology program. I'm still in school, by the way.
Oh.
Not done just yet. And
Fresh.
I was with my mom, and we were unloading boxes into my house, and I got an email that said that I received the scholarship. And I couldn't believe it. And it's the only scholarship that I've ever received, and that meant a lot to me. And I got to share that moment with my mother. It was very special, and she cried.
So, I'm gonna cry, man. So the thing is, guys, there is an opportunity of a lifetime here, and somebody's reaching out because he had an opportunity of a lifetime, and we don't stop there. We got one more guest here that's going to talk a little bit about it. Michelle, come on in here. And he got the whole team, and I know there's a lot more out there that is actually out there that is going to really help out. So tell everybody what it's done for you and where you're at currently now.
I am Michelle, and I work with Robert, and I've got to work with Robert for the last for 3 years.
3 years.
I graduated in 2019. I work at West Campus. I'm an X-ray tech and a CT tech. I got the scholarship way back.
Way back. I think you were the second one.
I was like old school. And I was really excited to get the scholarship. I knew Robert when I got the scholarship, but I assumed I was chosen, but it's more of a criteria with the scholarship and its grades and all that stuff. And it was really exciting for us to be chosen, all of us to be chosen by the program. And it was grade based and criteria based. And it's really nice to get a scholarship because you're at the point where you have to work and do all that stuff. It's just really nice. You're running out of money and you're working so hard, and it's just really nice to have that financial backing.
Okay, so this is really insane because in most cases, a lot of people don't know where to go, how to receive this, how to go about it. Who can you talk to in order for this to actually come to fruition? I mean, where did you guys go? I mean, how did you acknowledge that you actually put your name into a scholarship thing?
Actually, for me, there was like a blanket application through Yavapai College that
so it just sends it out to a bunch of things?
Yes, and it qualifies you for a whole bunch of things. It's very convenient, and it's also extremely helpful for students, and that is how I received this scholarship.
Yeah, same here.
Same
type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is amazing. And how do you go about that? I mean, do you got to go to college? You got to be a high school graduate, or can you be somebody that's just like, I'm willing to change my life now? I mean, how does it work? Do you have to have prerequisites, or how does
Yeah,
that work?
so the radiology program, there's a number of prerequisites that you have to go through to even apply for the radiology program. And this scholarship that I have specifically is for radiology students. So the only people who are actually qualified for the scholarship, this one in particular, are radiology students. And every year there's 12 now. That it used to be 10, but now there's 12 that are accepted every year, and they all qualify for it. Like I said, like Michelle said, it's performance based, it's grade based, and there's an incentive with the scholarship to keep doing well, so you get another part of it later in your second semester. And I'm really excited to say that so far, I mean, Jessica's still in school. She's going to finish, no problem. But so far, all the students who have gotten this scholarship have not only graduated, but they're working for YRMC. You know, Jeremiah works for YMC, Michelle works for YRMC,
Mm-hmm.
Bethany, another recipient who's not here tonight, she works for YRMC, and Frida also works for YRMC. So not only are these students here local in our community, they're going to school at Yavapai College, but they're staying here and they're working in our community, and now they're my colleagues. Like these are students that I got to work with in the clinical setting. They got to come up to the operating room with me. I got to teach them, work with them, see them grow, see them become better technologists. And now these are like the strongest people I work with.
But as you said, also, he's now lead tech.
He's lead tech.
I do CT.
She went on to get CAT scan
So
certification.
This money is coming right back to us.
Yeah,
to
so
our
it's
community,
a
it's
major
tenfold.
circle. You know, and I actually kind of prepped you guys just a tad bit and maybe gave you an opportunity to go ahead and think about this answer. What would you tell somebody that is trying to get in this, and if they're as a hesitant mode? You go first.
For me, college, I did hesitate on going to college as soon as I graduated high school because I was mostly worried about finances. If I could go back in time and speak to myself when I graduated high school, I would say, it'll happen. You'll make it work. And there are generous people out there that are willing to give to you and invest in your education. And don't be afraid. It will happen. Make it work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, for anyone that's wanting to go to college or specifically for radiology, I mean, it's a great field. There's a lot of advancement opportunities, like Michelle getting into CAT scan. You can do MRI. There's a number of different certifications you can add on to your education as well. But I mean, I would say go for it. You know, there's so many things you can do with it. It's a great job, great opportunity.
For me, what I would say is believe in yourself, because I'm a first generation college student. No one on either side of my family ever went to college. College was never pushed, encouraged. I never saw myself going to college. I always thought it was out of reach for me. I honestly never thought I'd be where I'm at right now. And I had someone in my life at the time who encouraged me to go to college and convinced me that I was smart enough and capable of doing it. And I started out slow. I started with some prerequisite courses. I worked through them, and I was like, wow, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, you know? And it kind of gave me the confidence to go, okay, I want to go further with this. And I knew that I wanted to go into X-ray and the medical field. And, you know, believe in yourself, take the initial steps, contact an advisor at Yavapai College. They're super helpful. Everyone at Yavapai College wants to help. They want to get new students involved. They want to give them information. There's tons of scholarships available. There's Pell Grants available to students who qualify. I guess what I would say is you can make it happen. You can definitely make it happen if you just have some direction and you seek help from the people who are literally there to do just that. They're there to help students. You'll be on the path, and if you put in the time and you have the discipline, you're solid. You're totally solid.
That's amazing.
I too am a first generation college student. I have 2 kids in college, which is, you know, been great for, you know, my family. But, you know, go sign up. You'll get scholarships. Roberts too was handed to me based on merit, and I never knew it was available. I mean, it came to us just as a gift, and I mean, it was a great gift. And there was other things that we got also along the way. My husband and I decided it was a great thing for us to do for our family, but
He's out there
Yep.
supporting.
He is. He
Craig
is.
drink.
Craig's
But,
here.
You know, Yavapai College is a great resource for our town.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. They have great programs
Great people,
for.
great
And
programs.
obviously, I am not as young as everyone else in the room. College was not something that was available to me when I was younger. And I have a great family who supported me going back to school when I was older. And it's the best thing I ever did. And I was able to get things along the way that helped us out. So go to Yavapai College.
To piggyback off of that, I mean, I had people in my cohort, my class, that they were in their 50s and they're going back to school and they're now in the field working. One of them is Darren, and he's an MRI now.
MRI. Yeah.
He's a retired firefighter paramedic,
Mhm.
and he decided he wanted to go back to school. So it's never too late, and I think that's the thing that's really beautiful about Yavapai College is like you will meet people there who are young, who are old, who are come from every walk of life, and they're all there on the same mission, trying to better themselves and get into something that's going to better their position and their family's position and the future.
This is huge. And so once again, guys, when Keith told me about this, it took me a day to go ahead and actually look at the video and see exactly what was going on. And this is something that you once, like hearing your story, you actually don't think that's going to happen. But then when it does happen, you're just like, is somebody playing a joke on me right now? Because, you know, some things don't happen, you know, and you're just like, you restore your faith in humanity. You restore your faith in just life in general. And at that point of your breaking point, then all of a sudden there's something like this little, I don't know who it is, that comes around and says, I'm going to bless you today. So this is the biggest blessing that you could give back because it was given to you. And it actually starts because you were actually ill. If I'm not mistaken, that's the story.
Yep.
And when those people were giving you the time of day, like, this is my job, I want to take care of you, you're just like, ding, 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 this is who I want to be. And it hasn't stopped. So this is a very big blessing for not only you guys, but also for people to follow after this from here on out. And the college is definitely somebody that you should give some love to because they gave you the opportunity to make that happen.
I love working with the Yavapai College and the foundation. Like I said before, wonderful people there. I've met so many great people there. So many of my instructors there were just completely encouraging and helpful, and were willing to put in the work for anybody who needed extra help, who needed extra time. They made themselves available on weekends. They had office hours. They would make themselves available on more times than their office hours. So I just can't say enough good things about Yavapai College. I mean, it that place and those people completely changed my life.
Yep. And as one of the comments on there says, we are forever learners. And
Yes.
this is something that you guys
Every
are
day.
doing as
Yes.
I can see in
Every
you.
day.
You just didn't stop with your one, you just kept on going. And as you are getting your opportunities and then you keep on going and you're almost there, which is kind of really amazing that, you know, there's all these different stages right here. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what life is all about. And if you help each other, this is the thing that's going to happen. You start building a tribe that you never thought that would be just because somebody helped you.
Guess what? Guess who two of my donors are?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
These
see?
two. These
See?
two.
You have to get back. You have to get back to your community.
You have to give back.
Give
That's
back.
the whole point of life. And everybody at home, or you guys can actually see the page that's up there right now. You can see the actual amount that has been donated. And I also put the links inside of the comments to all the pages and groups that I actually am, doing this vlogcast on. So if you guys want to donate, or if you guys want to go ahead and share, it's the least that you could possibly do is just share in order for this word to get out. Or stop what you're doing and donate, because this is something that is really good, not only for you and your good deeds, but it's also good for the community and the people that are wanting to go ahead and help save some people. I mean, it's a big deal.
And I would add that any amount helps. Seriously, any amount. We've had some large donations. We've had some small donations. It's all about keeping the momentum up and keeping people engaged. And if you end up, unfortunately, having to come to the hospital or your family, you're probably going to see us. We're there. It's us. We're
taking care of you.
We're taking care of everybody in this community, and we love doing it. And this is just a way that we can help give back to the future healthcare workers in our community that are going to continue this same mission.
And the other reason why I did is because if I ever go into the emergency room, I want them to take care of me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get put into this real quick and start doing good to the community, starting now, because I know my life is gonna end up in the hospital at some point in time.
We all end up. We all end up.
Yeah, hopefully I don't have to go that route. But at the same time, it's always good to give back, and it's always good to go ahead and reach out. And once again, thank you, Keith, over at Stat Fitness, man. You were the man to actually see something in us at the Prescott Times, to go ahead and see something in him and to share it with so many people out there in our community. And I tell you this much: tell everybody how to get a hold of you if they want to go ahead and actually talk about this. I mean, if you could either put an email out or a phone number, I could go ahead and put it out on the screen. Or where do you want them to go? Do you want them to just go to justgiving.com, fundraising at YC? Oh, your link. I was about to go over. I was like, oh my God.
I mean, yeah, the link is the best way to go. That kind of explains everything. Gives a pretty detailed, it's not too long, but I wrote out a thing basically saying, why I'm doing it, kind of the brief history of it, where we are. We've talked about a lot of that this evening.
And I actually put it in the description. So if you guys want to go ahead and see that little snippet, then that's a good place to put it. I mean, it's a great story. We want to keep on sharing these stories. So whatever I can do to help you guys let me know. I will go ahead and keep on trying. But hopefully we can go ahead and get some more donors out there. And once again, the goal's only 30,000, and we're more than halfway there. If I'm not mistaken, we are 59% there. So 59%. If you guys can go ahead and want to change that tonight, let's do that. Let's go ahead and see what we could do. But thank you guys for showing up at a very late time. But you know what? You guys had to go to work.
We have to work.
We have to work.
Take care of our community.
It never stops.
I was sitting there, and Maria was like, okay, so they want to come in at 7:00. And I'm like, done. And she goes, what? I said, done. And then I had to tell my partner, I was like, so I won't be home till a little bit later. She goes, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing something for the community. And that's what we're going to do here.
Yes.
So with that being said, guys, this is amazing. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you guys for being present. And thank you guys for sharing your stories with me, because this is something that we all need to do for our community members, is help out, reach out.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Put your head this way so they can see you on Instagram. Say what's up,
hey guys.
Instagram. And Instagram always gets backstage. So you guys stay there. You guys out there, thank you for watching, and thank you for showing up. And once again, thank you for following theprescotttimes.com. For any more information and the release of this story, go to theprescotttimes.com and you will see it there on the front page. And I think I'm done. Should we go have some cocktails?
Mm-hmm.
I love PEO office. We had our what do you call it? Our happy hour. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, you want to drink? I'm like, well, since I'm here. Okay, guys, with that being said, peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.